First, the top headlines. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma reviewed the worst hit South Garo Hills districts where road communications through National Highway number 62 has been completely cut off for the past 4 days. Manipur's Laishram Jeko Maitei and Panjobom Niranjan Singh win gold medals at Nationals MMA Championship. Former Jharkhand Governor Draupadi Murmu to be BJP-led NDA candidate for presidential polls. Oppositions to file Yashwant Sinha. And India recorded 12,249 new COVID-19 cases in 13 days in the last 24 hours. Positivity rate jumped to 3.94%. Welcome to ELITETV, your English News Bulletin. I'm your host Deemita. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks around in public, wash hands regularly, and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma yesterday reviewed the worst hit South Garo Hills districts where road communications through National Highway number 62 has been completely cut off for the past 4 days with over 40,000 people affected. South Garo Hills along the India-Bangladesh border has witnessed multiple landslides in many areas like Maheshkola and Siju remaining without any road link. At least 6 bridges, including suspensions and wooden bridges, have been washed away in the districts with mobile and electricity connections disrupted. Electricity connection has been disrupted in Bhagmara town, Karukol, Rongsawi, Siju, Roangara, Gospara, Chokpot, amongst other villages. Officials informed the Chief Minister during the review meeting that restoration work is currently underway. Indian Air Force on Tuesday late afternoon airlifted essentials commodities at Siju and Maheshkola. A total of 8 people have lost their lives in the landslides at Bolsangri, Siju and Rongsawi, of which one of the minor aged 4 years and 2 persons are still missing from Rongsawi. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma will meet the family of deceased. He is travelling to Siju from Karukol in boat, a journey that will take at least 2.5 hours and then trek for 6 kilometers to reach the families at Siju and Rongsawi. An ex gratia amount of rupees 4 lakh each for a person deceased in a family will be released during the visit of Chief Minister. A total of 30 villages including Siju, Imangri, Jadi, Nongalbira, Karukol, Maheshkola, Kalu, Kanai, Bonbera, Rongru Asim has been cut off from the district headquarters of Bhagmara. The Chief Minister has directed the officials that restorations of roads and electricity should continue. Officials has informed that in next 2-3 days, the road connectivity along National Highway number 62 will be restored and 4 light motor vehicles, and at least 20 to 25 days will be required for roads to restore for heavy vehicular movement. Earlier in the day, Chief Minister visited affected areas under Dalu block in West Garo Hills and reviewed the situation with officials of the district. In Dalu area, at least 5 wooden bridges has been damaged, disrupting communications in several villages and soil erosions affecting villages along the Balka River. Loktak Development Association's LDA Chairman Morangthem Ashni Kumar Singh led the International Day of Yoga celebrations at Champu Kangpok Floating Village in Loktak Lake yesterday. He was joined by Project Director L. Bhagaton Singh, LDA Project Planning in Charge, NG Sanajawa, LDA staff and community members of Champu Kangpok Floating Village. Speaking on the occasions after joining the community in yoga demonstrations, Chairman Ashwini Kumar stressed the need for yoga in our daily lives and that is great for both the body and the mind. It offers peace and mindfulness and help us in getting through daily stress. Quoting Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he said, "Yoga is an invaluable gift of the India's ancient traditions. It embodies unity of mind and body throughout true thought and actions, restraint and fulfillment, harmony between man and nature, a holistic approach to health and well-being. It is not about exercise but to discover the sense of oneness with yourself, the world and nature." He also thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for providing a platform for people to come together and celebrate yoga. The celebrations also included the distributions of traditional hats, yempak, to the community. Our traditional yempak is going to replace the plastic hats. Not only are our traditional yempak made of organic materials, but it is also going to spread the message of reducing plastic waste in the lake. Plastic waste in Loktak Lake is a menace we need to tackle on the priority level. People and the various government agencies have to come together to solve this problem, he added. Addressing the community, Project Director L. Vagaton Singh emphasized how yoga is an extension of the peaceful coexistence of man and nature. Development doesn't mean to destroy nature to suit our want, and now LDA is moving ahead with a new philosophy of community engagement, he said. LDA project planning in charge in Sanauja was speaking to the community members, underlined the need for achievement of inner peace through yoga, creating self and spiritual awareness and balance with nature. The celebrations ended with an appeal from the chairman, M. Ashwini Kumar Singh, for community participation and the support for making the efforts of LDA in conserving and preserving the Loktak Lake ecosystem and traditional culture a grand success. Our government, under the leadership of Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, is planning to convert the Champu Kangpok Loktak floating village into a floating heritage village to honor, preserve and promote the traditionals and unique lifestyles of the community. He also announced exploring mechanisms where the fishing community can get together and practice yoga regularly in the near future. The Senapati district observed International Yoga Day yesterday at multi-purpose hall opposite to Mini Secretariat Complex, Senapati, which was jointly organized by District Administration Senapati and NYK Senapati. During the program, 4 well-trained yoga practitioners from Patanjali lit and demonstrated various yoga postures. In yesterday's program, around 150 people participated in the International Yoga Day, consisting of DLOs, security personnel from police and CRPF, NYK volunteers, Anganwadi workers, ASHA workers and students. It may also be mentioned that the day was observed in various institutions such as district hospitals, Don Bosco College, Maram. As celebrated throughout the world, Chandel district joined the nation in celebrating the 8th International Yoga Day 2022 yesterday. International Yoga Day was celebrated in different parts of the district. The main celebration was organized by the district administration's Chandel at Women Market, Jafo Bazaar, Chandel, under the theme Yoga for Humanity. Yesterday's celebrations at Jafo Bazaar was conducted by MO Ayush Dr. Rajkumar and yoga therapist Sanayama Mayanglambam of the Komlahanbi PIC. The celebration was attended by the ADC Chandel, MD Firoj Khan, SDOs, DLOs and many yoga and enthusiasts of the district. The celebration also took place at Police Headquarters, Chandel, under the supervision of the Superintendent of Police Chandel, Mahesh Narayan. International Yoga Day was also celebrated at District Hospital, Chandel, and also at the UCC College, which was jointly organized by NYK, NCC, and NSS. Koga Battalion under the aegis of IGR South along with Manipur Police fought cross-border narcotic smuggling near BP-39 in Sangfu village, Sisipur district on Monday. Based on specific inputs of transshipment of narcotic substance near BP-39, a joint team of Assam Rifles and Manipur Police launched operations and observed suspicious movement of the smugglers near Sungfu village. On being challenged by security forces, the smuggler, taking advantage of darkness, fled into the jungles towards Indo-Myanmar border. On thorough search of the area, 690 grams of heroin number 4 in 55 shop cases were recovered. The recovered narcotics are assessed to be worth around 2.79 crore rupees. The recovered narcotics items were handed over to Sanai Court police stations for further investigation. Loktak Battalion Assam Rifles under the aegis of IGRS conducted a lecture on government policies at Kumbi village of Bishnupur district yesterday. The event was conducted with an aim to generate awareness on various new and existing government policies related to education, women empowerment, drug abuse and taking career as sports was explained to the villagers. The local populace applauded efforts of Assam Rifles in educating them on various policies that immensely affected the well-being of future generations. Laishram Jeko Maite and Fanjobom Niranjan Singh of Manipur secured gold medals at All India Mixed Martial Arts Federation's National Championship, which was held in Delhi. Fighting out of RMX MMA in Manipur under Indian MMA star Roshan Mainam, Laishram Jacob won gold medal in 52 kg mixed martial arts category. Fanjobom Niranjan Singh, who also trains at RMX MMA and Koi Combat Academy in Bangalore under coach Vishal Sehgal, won medals in the striking MMA category at 65.8 kgs. Niranjan had earlier represented India at the GAMMA World Championship in Amsterdam. The AIMF-AF National Championship saw more than 100 athletes from across the country competing. The event was held at the International Health, Sports and Fitness Festivals at Pragati Maidan. The event saw the presence of many celebrities. With gold medals, both the fighters have qualified for the GAMMA Asians MMA Championship, which will happen later this year. The date and locations for the Asian Championship is not yet to be announced. And now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Haksang Fanalaisi Nungai na hingminasi, thyroid, bile, heart naba, kidney danung laiba, stress amadi anxiety, BP, sugar wangba phan mangamba, side effect laitaba food supplement pangbigani. Excellent award pangkraba stem cell ahoma mamaldasu pangbigani. Pangpam Keba Herbal Health Center, Kurailam Longkong, phone number 96129899186.
The pinnacles of success. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNACO School, Excellence in Education.
Sahi kudingi pujar po gumna kumsi su pujar kle Mahindra Company amadi Holland Country ki high ZPC Company ga punna tissue culture tawraga semlakba iram damasi gi lebak lehau ga chanaraba alu char makhal mari Lady Rosetta Taurus Panamera Karfi Jyoti pujarakle Gabadan puja amadi chakok mangda tanto horaga ahen basenfam sabi hoba yanaba July tha fabogi manungda thabi horo ising tumoi taba singmai singkhong lau atongba nga pha mapa singda thabi horo sahi tare chupna iramdam asigi seva tawjaduna lagli ngasimak Mahindra Tractor Malom Bazar da lengthok piraklo alu chara lobi horo.
Welcome back again. You're watching ELITETV's English News. Former Jharkhand Governor Draupadi Murmu will be BJP-led NDA candidate for the presidential polls. Briefing media after the BJP Parliamentary Board meeting in New Delhi, Party Chief J.P. Nadda said for the first time preference have been given to the women tribal candidates. He said that the BJP Parliamentary Board discussed 20 names for presidential nominee and it was decided to pick someone from East India, a tribal and a woman. JP Nadal said that the Union Minister Rajnath Singh spoke to the constituents of the UPA, but there was no consensus on the name. Draupadi Murmu said she is surprised to learn about her candidature and is unable to believe it. She noted that she will work accordingly to the powers of the President enshrined in the constitutions. The former Jharkhand governor said she will reach out to members of the Electoral College for their support. The voting for presidential elections will be held on 18th of the next month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed confidence that Draupadi Murmu will be great President of India. Narendra Modi said she devoted her life to serving society, empowering poor, downtrodden, marginalized, and she has rich administrative experience and had an outstanding gubernatorial tenure. The Prime Minister added that millions of people, especially those who have experienced poverty and face hardships, derive great strength from the life of Draupadi Murmu. Prime Minister Modi also said her understanding of policy matters and a compassionate nature will greatly benefit the country. Home Minister Amit Shah has said that it is a very important movement for the country when Draupadi Murmu has been named as NDA's presidential candidate. He said the decisions will take tribal pride to new heights. In a series of tweets, Amit Shah said Draupadi Murmu has made a special identity in public life by spreading awareness about education in tribal society and serving the public for a long time as a public representative. He said several steps have been taken in the directions of the women empowerment and restorations of tribal identity under the leaderships of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the last 8 years. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will attend the 14th BRICS Summit hosted by China on 23rd and 24th of this month. The summit will be held in a virtual format under the theme of Foster High-Quality BRICS Partnerships, Usher in a New Area for Global Development. External Affairs Minister said BRICS has become a platform for discussions and deliberating on issues of common concern for all developing countries. During the 14th BRICS Summit, deliberations are expected to be held in areas like terrorism, trade, health, traditional medicines, environment, science and technology, innovations, agriculture, technical and vocational educations and training, and micro, small and medium enterprises. Discussions are also likely to be held on issues like reform of multilateral systems, combating COVID-19 pandemic, and global economy recovery. BRICS countries have regularly called for reform of the multilateral system in order to make it more representative and inclusive. Prior to the summit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also deliver a keynote speech virtually in the opening ceremony of the BRICS Business Forum today. India today recorded 12,249 new COVID-19 cases and 13 deaths in the last 24 hours. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare informed. The fresh coronavirus infections reported today are 23.44% higher than 9,923 daily cases reported yesterday. The daily COVID-19 positivity rate has now jumped to 3.94% from 2.55% registering on Tuesday. The weekly positivity rate has also risen to 2.90%. The country's overall COVID-19 tally has now risen to 4,33,31,645. Of the new cases reported today, Maharashtra alone lodged 3,659 infections, with Mumbai registering maximum 1,781 COVID-19 cases and 1 death in a single day. Delhi reported 1,383 fresh COVID cases and 1 death in a span of 24 hours. The positivity rate of the national capital was recorded at 7.22%. The COVID-19 scenario also deteriorated in West Bengal, with 406 people testing positive in the last 24 hours. India now has 81,687 active cases of COVID-19. There has been an increase of 2,374 cases in active case load in the last 24 hours. Active cases stands at 0.19% of the total cases. As per the Health Ministry, 7,293 recuperated in the last 24 hours, increasing the total recoveries to 4,27,15,193. Recovery rate currently recorded at 98.61%. Total deaths due to COVID-19 in the country have now increased to 5,24,903. According to the Indian Council of Medical Research, 3,10,623 COVID-19 tests were conducted in the last 24 hours. Since the start of the pandemic, 85,88,36,977 samples have been tested for COVID-19 across the country. India started a nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive on 16 January 2021. Since then, more than 196.45 crore vaccine doses have been administered across the country. The Health Ministry today informed that 12,28,291 eligible beneficiaries have been inoculated against COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Now let's take a look at the headlines once again. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma reviewed the worst-hit South Garo Hill districts, where road communications through National Highway number 62 have been completely cut off for the past 4 days. Manipur's Laishram J. Khomeitei and Afanjobom Niranjan Singh win gold medals at Nationals MMA Championship. Former Jharkhand Governor Draupadi Murmu to be BJP-led NDA candidate for presidential polls. Oppositions to file Yashwant Sinha. And India recorded 12,249 new COVID-19 cases in 13 days in the last 24 hours. Positivity rate jumped to 3.94%. And that's all for now. For more updates, keep watching ELITETV English News. Thank you and have a great day.